Got so much shit here, dude. Fuck. Just fuck, man. Got a pack of fucking gum here. Got just a goddamn tray of weed. Got a fucking bong here, man. Got no room to put my shit. Got no room to put my shit. Play, goddammit. Motherfuck. I was just in the middle of some research, you negus. Research, huh? What research are you partaking in? Good stuff. Because I was just doing my own, well, I wouldn't say research, but my own studies as well. And there are some great results. And great results! I think you'll be enjoying it. But let me finish setting up here because I'm not totally done. I got just this fucking conglomerate mess of a fucking desk area for the fucking hangout spot in this goddamn garage. Oh my god, lighters everywhere. This lighter central, torches, just random things to pick fucking shit with. Just 1 minute in, I haven't even gotten even close to getting ready. There we go. Well, I'm ready now, but fuck. God damn. Well, there we go. Jeez. This isn't playing, bitch. How's work? It's pretty good. I actually, like, woke up at, like, 1:20, so I was late, but it was, like, whatever. It's like, what can you do when you wake up late? But, good shit. It was actually, my future work that, was really great. I spent about 10 minutes fucking with my shit right now. Like, I got the mics and the audio interface set up, so I was like, you know what? Let's look it all up together. I want to test it. See how it all works on a laptop. So I got OBS up and did some audio tests and shit. And I learned some good things. I learned a lot of stuff just in that little 30 minutes. So I have to let you know about that. But in the meantime, let's just let's see if someone else comes by. Because if someone does, then that'll be great. Like Venom or Joe, maybe even fucking our friend Stefan or some shit.
Hi, I tried to find you on YouTube. What's your...
On my channel?
Yeah.
Look up Ignar Husky, and it should... there should be like 2 channels.
Sometimes I get bored, you know. I'm like,
yeah, here I can look it up for you. Yeah, so I can pop it up. Yeah, and then we can have like a streamception moment right now. Getting that extra subscriber, even though I'm doing it mandatory. Give it mandatories. There we go. Ooh, Fleetwood Mac? Nice. Alright. I'm just like, I'm gonna look at what you're searching at. Fleetwood Mac, though. Oh, here we go. Alright.
oh yeah, Fleetwood Mac. Oh my god, I love that music. Sorry.
I also turned the notification bell on, so whenever I do randomly go live, you'll see it pop up.
Alright, cool.
There you go.
Because sometimes I'm waiting for, you know, my person I take care of.
Right, you know, just
come
doing
home and I get bored. I'm like, I wonder what he's talking about.
Right, yeah. Plus, there's all sorts of other streams that you're probably not, you know, that weren't around to see and shit. And plus, I have some streams from the Blues Fest too, so you can see what was going on there too. Right. And also what we were just doing throughout the whole day. There was 3 of them. Like, there was one at the beginning of the day where we kind of settled down finally. Yeah. And then the second part was I was kind of filming a concert of this band that's played right here. And then then the final part where we went by the Ross Island Bridge and chilled out there for a while. And then had a stream there.
Cool.
Sargon made a video smearing Ocasio-Cortez. I know, and I didn't bother to watch it because I knew it just pissed me off. That's why I fucking don't like Sargon anymore, man. Like, that's what he's doing, dude. She's chasing her dreams, like what the song is talking about, which I like. But motherfuckers like him just want to smear and be like, the left equal fucking commies. She's an SJW commie neo-Marxist. Meh. It's like, nah, man. Like, Sargon, dude, he's... Like, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, there's just no hope. Going after SJWs, going after all that shit is one thing. But going after Ocasio-Cortez, that's an establishment corporatist move. Like, or just, you know, standard conservative who doesn't know or give a fuck. Did I just feel vibrate? Oh my god. I had a Shapiro alert when I watched that. I think that whole video was the epiphany of the Shapiro alert. Because, goddamn. I just, like, if I knew I watched it, in fact, I'll probably watch it and make a response video, which actually is going to go into what I was learning about, which I'll talk about too.
I like debates.
Oh yeah, I love debates. There's all sorts of debates I watch. Like,
right. I like to be informed, so I know what I'm talking about too. So I want
yeah,
to, like, listen and be like, okay, and then go to somebody else, and then I like counterpoints.
Right. Yeah. That's what I love about discuss. Like, I kind of prefer in the premise of discussion more than debate, because the debate kind of brings the idea like, oh well, someone's gonna win it, and then whoever has like the best eloquence and has the best points wins, even though they might just be full of shit or something like that.
Right.
You know, and also there can be like a neutrality bias within the debate where you're kind of debating one thing to another that are just where it's not really a debatable issue, because there's like only a few non-debatable issues out there, but for the most part anything can be debatable. Oh yeah.
You can debate on anything, but I like to debate with people, but I don't, you know, when you correct somebody, or not correct somebody, but argue with them.
Yeah.
Not argue.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean, though. Yeah.
Think you're
arguing, well, yeah, I mean, but that's the
same
thing as arguing,
yeah. You know, not a lot of people can take debate.
Yeah, not a lot of people, yeah, because they always think they're being attacked by that said person, like, you know, I'm being attacked by it, and it's just like, no.
It's like, don't take it as an attack, take it as a...
It's just challenging your views and challenging what you believe in. That's essentially what it is.
Right, exactly.
And, I mean, if someone feels insecure enough to be like, feel like they're being attacked or something, then maybe their views are probably...
Maybe they need to talk about it.
Yeah, like, that's probably why, because their views are...
I think a psychologist would help
yeah,
everybody.
Or even just, like, looking up a few philosophers to check out or something like that.
Right, exactly.
How long till the next American Civil War? I kind of went into it a little bit, I think, and I honestly probably not for a while. I mean, I actually have a reason, honestly, because look what I'm doing. It's technology, right? Look what everyone else does. Fucking Netflix and chill, tweet about bullshit, go on Facebook and talk about how your life is great, even though it probably sucks, and then, you know, just nothing but just like, fuck you, cuck, or you're a conservator, bleh, you know, on the internet. I mean, honestly, we're so sucked in with technology, or smoke weed, that too, you know, or just do drugs or drink or some shit and take our mind off, you know, being a corporate conglomerate wrench in this whole exploited country. You know, I also don't think there would be a civil war. Your technology's got us too chained up. I mean, do you think we're going to give up Netflix and give up all these luxuries that we've lived in right now? While, you know, there could be a debate if that's a good thing or not. It's probably gonna, I mean, it's more of like, does the means justify, like, the end or something like that? Like, do the means justify the end? And I think the Civil War, to justify getting to a better end, is probably not the best way to go with it. And I think a lot of people probably think the same way. It's like, there's better ways to go about it. Plus, I don't want to lose my Netflix. I don't want to lose my YouTube. Though, like, I think the most realistic... Are you a tanky? A tanky. I feel like I should know this. A tanky. I just feel... I feel like I know this, but I don't. It could be something I know, but never heard that term before. I mean, it's like a tanky, like, just a militaristic communist. Oh, okay. Okay, I've heard it in that term before, actually. Well, no. I know you aren't, lol. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not even communist, so, I mean, that's already out of the picture. I mean, I'm not really that militaristic at all. Like, I do believe in a strong defense for a military and shit. That's always a good idea. Defense, that's the key word. But I mean, you know, we don't need to have a military to go fucking, like, invade places and shit. Unless there's, like, a straight up, like, genocide, you know, done by a dictator in the country, and it's so repentance as, like, okay, we actually have to go in there and do something about it. Like straight up, like, gone, like too far gone to the point doesn't listen to like international politics at all, is fucking with other nations too. Wait, sounds like us a little bit. You know, doesn't really listen to international politics. Just kind of fucks on everybody. So I mean, I'm not saying we should be intervened in, but fuck. I mean, there needs to be some changes in that shit too. I mean, like, there's no way I feel like there can, you know, get a solution violently out of getting a problem solved for at least these modern issues. I mean, with how it's just honestly kind of just turns back to technology in that sense, because we're so tuned in with it now. It's time for a niggervention. A niggervention? Damn. It's actually good. That's actually pretty close. That's pretty good, actually. Damn. But, what really does need to happen is, obviously, Nightmare Fuel, he's a neoliberal warmonger. No, I haven't, but I've know plenty of neoliberal warmongers, and honestly, I would probably consider Sargon that a little bit. Maybe not so much the warmonger part, but a neolib hack, yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't even consider him that. He's moderate right wing. He's liberal by name. That's it. It's basically saying that I'm it's saying that I'm democratic socialist. It's just a label. Even though I identify with that, I mean, there's things I do disagree with that whole philosophy as well, but I agree with a lot of it, hence why I identify with it. I agree, out of all the left-leaning philosophies out there, that's the one I agree with the most. And I just implement a lot of different ideas, from progressivism to libertarianism, individualism, an idea of a welfare state and shit like that. All these different things. And I just kind of morph it into my own little blend of what democratic socialism should be. So, that's kind of my view about that, at least. But, anyway, I should tell you about my research. I'll turn this down a little bit so I'm not too distracted. But, so, I got the audio interface, I plugged it in, got some shit going set up. And I had the mic and the cord and everything. I made sure that was all good. And I did a couple tests, and here's some shit I found out. So, normally, my computer just going straight into, trying to record straight into the audio system. Oh, why am I getting fucking beeps? Is there shit I'm getting on text? I don't know. Anyway, but, so, I found out audio actually works great. And here's something else I found out. Whenever I'm trying to play back on my desktop, playing a video, for example, because I already had a bunch of tabs up, a bunch of YouTube videos already up from a past Signaris and from Jordan Peterson, so I played one of those. But I found out something else. I can't really listen to anything yet. So my next priority investment is definitely going to at least be one set of headphones with a quarter jack cable, so I can actually at least listen to some shit, you know what I mean? At least for myself before I can get everything else, which after that would just be two headphones with the quarter jack and a microphone or a headphone interface, so I can hook that up to the microphone input jack, so then it can just be connected to that so everyone can listen to what's all being played back when we actually have a show going. And after that, all we need to do is get a flat desk and one more screen, which I think I already have anyway, and then we might at least have the core of what might be the beginnings of something great. I mean, it's going to take a long time for a lot of shit, a lot of bugs, a lot of tweaks and shit, how, we want to look, present ourselves and shit, but, hey, I think, seeing those road bumps are, I think that's going to be, a great thing about it. It's just checking out the road bumps, just, seeing us just fuck on each other and get fucked on by technology and shit. That's, I mean, it's just like DFF with their shit with, their mic situation for the longest time. Well, I'm not gonna have a fire, burn half of my house down, so I'm not letting that happen, dude. I mean, dude, how fucked is it that their house got partially burnt up to a crisp? Now they're homeless, dude, and it's that's fucked. At least it was after the 24-hour show, but fuck, man. My heart truly goes out to TJ and Paul right now. Yeah, well, and, I mean, Scotty, not so much he didn't live there, but I mean, I go out to all of those guys, man. Haha. Ain't funny, bro. That sucks. I know. I mean, it's like, it's good that no one got hurt and all their studio equipment's fine. Like, a majority of their shit's okay. Like, so, I mean, there wasn't really any true harm done. It's just with what their situation, at least what we know publicly, with doing their meetup in LA, you know, trying to invest into their show some more, because they're already doing that. But now, they have to get another house. They have to, you know, deal with some insurance and shit. They have to, like, live out in a hotel, gather all their shit again, work everything else out, you know, see what needs to be replaced. Like, now they got a lot of other shit to worry about. It's fucked, man. I feel so bad for AJ and Paul right now, dude. Next time they do a high ideology, I'm sending a juicy super chat for them. He's listening to something over there. Or is he listening to me?
What?
Are you listening to me, or are you just listening to something else?
Yeah, my music turned off, so it's like, and I'm listening to you talk, I'm like, it's pretty cool.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
You subscribed now, he follows me.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I would have noticed if you did or not, because there would have been an additional view. Like, there's like, I have like on my HUD, I have like a little like something right here where it shows how many people are watching, and right here shows how many likes there are. This like tells me we're live and like how much time we've been playing and shit. And all here is like my menus and stuff. Like, this is just like where I could turn flash on and shit. This is like I can change how things look, so like I can make it all dreamy. Ooh. And then there's like another one down here, like right there, that does chat. I can see it or hide it, and this right here replaces the camera. And I can finish it right here. There's a finish button, so I can finish your ass. Though it doesn't actually like finish it if I actually click it like that. The bubbled. Exactly. But yeah, like I press finish right there, and I don't have to stop streaming. I could cancel that, so we're still playing, so it's all good. Bubbles! The bubbles! Bubbles! You should, man. Gonna let's play on one more. This is a really good song. This is probably one of my favorite songs by them. Because they openly said this is kind of a socialist song, so it kind of stuck to me. I just yelled out when I heard that. I'm like, yes! Power to the people! And I just had my fist up, and a few people looked at me like, well, we found the commie. They're like, we found the neo-Marxist, post-nihilist, postmodernist communist. It's like, well, I don't give a fuck. They said it, so I felt proud to preach it. Fuck it. They were a fucking badass group, though. Like, what was his name? Billy Joe? Yeah, Billy Joe Hughes. And Jerry Batista, Kelly Van Camp, and Jeff Gray. So, Jeff Gray looked fucking badass with his bass, though. That was dope as fuck. It's Bubbles. I really love this song. I mean, because the main theme of it, like the primary theme of Fortunate Man, right? Yeah, Fortunate Man, it's basically it's like the main president's I shall return in a few minutes. Cool. I'll just talk about the premise of the song while we're at it. You might miss it, but you can rewind. I mean, it's like first 20 minutes, you ain't gonna miss much. But, like, I love the premise of the song, because it's basically, the main themes is, like, redistribution of wealth. Like with the line C mentioned earlier, it's possible to just, like, I won't replay it, but I think it was like, if all that greed and power, you can surely help those below flower, something like that. Like, that just points to me as, like, that's talking about wealth redistribution, getting the elitist classes to actually fucking give their money back towards the poor and shit, who actually put the work in for the money that was profiting for these companies and shit. I mean, and that's why, like, I'll definitely have to do ignorism on capitalism. Just that as a whole premise and then my philosophy of it. And then like my philosophy, like capitalism and on democratic socialism. I'll probably call it like that. Because I think that's a very good premise to really speak to. Plus, we can look at all sorts of different philosophers and intellectuals talk about it. We can also look into various different views of it. Look at like Karl Marx's critiques of capitalism. Look at some plausible prose of capitalism for laissez-faire philosophers and shit like that, and see what the main premises of that. Talk about the exploitation. Talk about what's wrong with that. Talk about what's wrong with capitalism. Is in my philosophy on what makes it better, which to me is a more democratic socialist view of how governmental power should work. But there is no true like workable governmental system, so it all that even later on in life, like that will evolve to be something different. Like, plus my views now are probably gonna be different in like 5 years, so who knows? But anyway, man, yeah, I can't wait, dude. I feel like I'm probably gonna at least do a couple videos where we at least kind of have that little simple setup I got going on, see how it works out. But I'm gonna need to get headphones first. That's like my main priority now. So tomorrow I'm going to order those. And then I'm just going to order the whole fucking big shalom bang, the whole shebang. I'm going to do my next big investment. Then after that, I need to really start working on the room, which I'm going to be doing this week as well. So this is going to be a lot of work for me to do, but fuck, it's going to be good. It's going to be good shit, because, I mean, this is going to help at least put a little side cash on me for the side. I mean, at first, it's just going to mainly go straight towards the show and straight towards, making shit a little bit more comfortable for us. And then once we get a more steady income, once my friends are a little bit more mainstreamed in there, they're, actually, making it regimental a part of, their schedules as well, then I'll start dividing up the income so we all get equally and get our fair shares and shit. So, that we're, like, I haven't gotten a big meeting yet, but we got to get a big meeting soon now that shit's starting to actually that ball is rolling. So I got to get that fat meeting going, get everyone together, and work on what we should do for our first show. I'm thinking we should at least do like a really big one to start with, and just go into all sorts of different various topics, so to kind of get an idea what we can get into, what were the weak one, what segments were kind of weak, what segments are strong, and kind of go with those, which ones that we probably weren't thinking about, or what we could have worked on better, and that could possibly fruit into something better. I don't know. So that's what I think will be the first show. And now that I know shit actually works, I'm gonna now start working on something. I'm gonna also probably find an artist or something like that to get us something nice, to kind of at least have for a couple things to kind of work out with, to have like me as like a character that will just kind of sit there, if we're doing like a stream like this and we're on our computer and whatever, and we're watching some shit. I'll have me in the corner. Well, my character in the corner. I mean, I'll also have me whenever I feel like it, and then also have like a really cool like banner or something like that. Like, there's a couple ideas I need to work into, and plus I need a name for the show. I don't even have a name yet, and I got ideas, but none of them seem to kind of work yet. So I'm gonna once we get the meeting going with the guys, I'm gonna see what we can do on that. Like, we'll all collaborate on a name. It will be a name working that will come from all three of us in some way, that we all agree to, that we all think is best, because obviously me alone, I'm having a hard time finding names, so maybe I can get ideas and what we can work on, and seeing especially what we want to go do down with the route, which honestly is anything and everything. That's my main theme of this whole show, is we want to do anything and everything we could possibly try, you know what I mean? It's all experimental. So, maybe there's going to be like a theme in the title or there's something experimental in there. So, and we're going to have something experimental in there. Yeah, that's right there. They're going to have something experimental in there. But, who knows, man? Who knows? you know, this is all just, you know, this is all just ideas popping out of my head right now. So, it can end up being something big shit. I mean, it won't be really, like, big because no one will be seeing it. But for me, it will be big because it's that jump to get, you know, to get further into what I'm going to be doing. Maybe ooh, this is a good one right here. Bumblebee? Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Let me skip a little bit because this is a song I really like. I love that riff. I love that riff a lot. It's simple, but I like it. I got so much shit around, it's annoying. Man, going back on that whole thing with Sargon and shit, I haven't even watched that video yet. But from what I've heard, it's just like nothing but like straw manning and shit. Fucking just ad hominems. Fucking just slandering and smearing, man. Like, man, when I first heard of Sargon, he was not even remotely like as like schmug and just blech and awful as it used to be, man. Like, I am generally just like, how did he stoop so low? Like, he's not even, like, to me, I don't even really consider him like a actual like internet intellectual or whatever you want to call it, like a YouTube philosopher or whatever the fuck. Like, he has, I mean, he still has like interesting points, and I go back to his old videos, like from 2 years ago, because at least then it seemed relatively like interesting viewpoints and shit. But now it's just like you can't even see an obvious progressive who is not even pandering down towards an SJW narrative or a very feministy narrative. It's a more like socialistic, well, at least a more democratic socialist narrative. I mean, it kind of just depends if it's like social democratic or democratic socialist, because now that term has been really blended together into like one thing. But whatever, I don't give a fuck. I need to go grab my bag of bud. Oh shit. Oh my god, there we go. Just sitting here, quietly, smoking some Wheaties. It's Kabuki boots. The unfortunate situation of Kabuki boots. This is a really crazy song. They played this song too during the Blues Fest, and it was fucking great. It was a great song. Viva la Cortez, bitch. Ocasio Cortez. Empress of all. She will make the elitist fall. I think this is just an instrumental, too. This is the Dusty 45s. I saw them live and bought an album, obviously. This is actually their live album. And oh my god, they were... Like, he straight up... Like, the dude lit his bell of his trumpet on fire. Like, and stood on top of the upright bass that his bassist was playing. Like, he put it up on the side like this, and just stood right on top of it, and lit his trumpet on fire with a Zippo lighter, and, you know, clicked it shut, and just tossed it, and just started blasting. I'm like, oh, I was sitting here like, what the fuck? Like, oh, I never saw it. I never saw that before. But I tried to get that. I was doing a stream, too, because I was, I promised that some of my followers I would be doing a stream at the Blues Fest just for everyone to check out. And I kind of tried to catch it, but I had such a low connection throughout the entire time. I don't know if I did or not, but oh my god, it was tremendous. I just was like, head explosion, mind blown, like, whoa. And fucking Tyler had like a conniption fit. It was like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my god, Tyler. Chill. I was like, whoa. But damn. Like, these guys were insane. Tremendous. Tremendous. Believe me, let me just tell you. It is the greatest thing ever I have ever seen. It will be bigly. It's huge. The upright beat was huge. And let me just tell you, it was greatly tremendous. Let me just tell you. Believe me. I have footage. I have the footage. You can all believe me. It is right here. It is tremendous. Believe me. Believe me. Believe me. Just these awkward hand motions, like just... If all the Diet Coke Trump drinks every day, I just wonder... I love this. They just fucking get a Metallica riff in there. But I just wonder if all the Diet Coke he drinks, with all that aspartame that's in these fucking diet sodas, I just wonder if he has, like, legit cancer and doesn't know it. Like, I swear, he has to, if you just look at him, you know he's an unhealthy fat fuck, dude. You can just see it. Like, his suits also just don't fit him right. It's just like, he has to just, like, have something wrong with him inside. Like, he has to, like, have, like, these most abnormal shits ever. Like, he has to, like, oh my god, he's a reptilian. It's confirmed. The reptilians are all working together. I mean, but, like, for real, though, with all those Diet Cokes he drinks... Like, and with how, Betty's, like, going for cancer now, I mean, because she likes being out in the sun a lot, like, with, Granddad and Grandma always love going out in the sun and shit, so that doesn't really surprise me too much, but at the same time, it's like, fuck. But they also love Diet Coke. Betty, like, she always was about her Diet Coke. I bet his shits are just globs of fat and bile. Oh, God! Oh, God. Like, every time it's just, like, this spice hole, just explosion. Like, oh my god, dude. I can just imagine that, just being in the situation. Just, like, every time it's in there, it's just, like, these streamy snakes and just, like, these oily bile greases and shit. And just, like, fat chunks that weren't processed totally are just, like, seeping through. It's like, oh god. Like, he also eats McDonald's, too. Like, he's, like, this has actually been proven. Like, like, one of his chefs tried to order a burger, like, that he loved from McDonald's. Like, I think it was, like, no ketchup and extra pickles. It was, like, no ketchup, no. It was extra ketchup and no pickles, because he loves ketchup on steak, for some reason. So... he tried to make his chef make it like that, and he absolutely hated it. So he made one of his Secret Service members go to a local McDonald's and get that same thing for him, and he just or I think a couple of them too, and just absolutely freaking was just devouring them completely and enjoying himself. It was like, oh my god.
As if every president in the history hasn't done that with the Secret Service. Go get me, especially Clinton.
Oh my god.
You know, he's like, go get me a Big Mac.
Trump eats like Brett King. Oh, I bet he has like a little baby trough just like at his desk. I wonder if he likes Easy Mac. Maybe. Probably. I mean, he eats among the peasants. He doesn't even like luxury foods. I mean, even if he does, he gets it all peasantry and just puts ketchup all over steaks and shit. It's like, you have like abundance of fruits and great quality foods, and you choose McDonald's. It's like really? It's just like, if I was in your state, like, I would just be, like, dining on lobsters and steak all day. Like, like, with a nice, like, kale salads and shit. Like, that's just basically what I'd just be doing all day. Is just have all of that. And maybe, like, you know, like, a nice little mashed potato thing with garlic and a nice, like, you know, onion-based, like, gravy or some shit. That sounds good. Like, homemade, too. Or something like that. I don't give a fuck, like, if I was a president or some shit, I would make my own food. I just enjoy cooking too much, and I just enjoy experimenting with food. Well, I'll do it at night. I'll just be like, chef, let's join together and make a feast for everybody, and I will join you. I don't give a shit. I will. You guide me along the food because you're better at it than I am, but I still like doing it. That'll just be my motto. What's the weather there? Today it was sunny with like 80 degrees, so it's actually a pretty temperate summer so far. There's times where it gets really hot, but it hasn't been really too bad. There's every now and then we get clouds and shit, but that's normal. Like, we get clouds at least once a month. I mean, that's just normal and standard with Oregon. I think it rained last night a little bit, like a little sprinkle, because there was some cloud cover yesterday, but not today. So, you know, Oregon upholding its standards for being very rainy, though I think in 2015 it was the hottest and the driest year in Oregon, so there has been some standards broken, but for the most part we are very temperate for the most part. Summers are getting hotter every year, not this year, but I mean, for the most, on average, it's getting hotter, so climate change, but yeah, for the most part it's, you know, it's not too bad. I mean, if you go out in the forest and shit, it's like 10 degrees or 15 degrees cooler. The climate down here has changed a lot here. Oh, I bet, dude. You know, I bet it's so much worse down there. Because you're also at the equator. And also you're near the Atlantic. Used to have droughts, now constant rain. Oh, shit. Wow. Well, it's kind of standard for Oregon to get a lot of rain. So that's just something we usually get. But, we had a little baby drought season for a little bit last year and 2015. Those are the two major, like, droughtish years. 2014, maybe. 2017 wasn't too bad. Here on the coast, it's not just hot, but also really humid. Oh, God, dude. I mean, it's humid here because there's a lot of moisture with the valley, with the rivers and the coast being very close by. But, I mean, with all that humidity and with all the clouds, especially when they get condensed, because we're in a valley, so they get condensed in here, it's not really that bad. I'm sure if you go into eastern Oregon where there's not as much clouds, it's a lot fucking hotter. But, I mean, hey, it probably won't be too bad. But also, there will be a lot less humidity. How different do you think the climate will be in a decade? Oh my god, dude, in a decade? Well, if we continue our course, which, honestly, I mean, even if we did change our course, like, this very second as a humanity, even then, that's not going to do much. So, I'd probably say, I mean, if you're talking about just, like, Oregon in general, or just, like, the world, I couldn't say everything about how the world would change, but you can guarantee to see rising sea levels. You can guarantee to see storms and, like, hurricanes and shit getting worse and worse. You can see him doing some stretches. I mean, you know, there's also just hotter and hotter summers, and more milder and milder winters that will happen. What do you think about what Maxine Waters said? I don't think I heard what she said yet, but I haven't really like explored too much lately into like different other politics and shit. I mean, it's the weekend. That's usually when I don't, but I'll have to see what she said, because if it's about like that shit what she was talking about, like we need to like protest against, and ride them out of public and crack down and track them down and shit and get protest groups around them and meet. Like if it's that shit, like I mean, it's like she needs to, like if it's about that, then I would just have to say she really needs to change. She just said to harass the administration figures out of public. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. So it's about that. All right. I don't know if she said anything else recently, but since it's that, I do know about it. Like I want to call it harass. Like she needs to really change. She honestly should have picked her words far more carefully. I think she was just too impassioned in the moment. That's how I feel about it, because I mean, the premise is correct. Like, I think you should go out, if you see administration figures and you don't like what the administration is doing, say your goddamn voice, dude. Go out there and say say your piece. They're there. They're never going to answer your phone calls. They're never going to hear the, calls that, they're going to fucking get, that you try to call up at the office, like, or at the White House. They're not going to read that. Are you kidding me? No, of course not. So, they're there. Perfect time to fucking make a protest about what the fuck they're doing. It's just like, better time than never. And you know what? That's your fucking free right. You're in a public area. They're in a public area. You have a right to protest. That's your First Amendment right. And what else are you going to do with it?
What do you think about the Masons? Didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, about, like, the Freemasons?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I find it weird that there's still a thing that they're still trying to, like, uphold their, like, old, traditional, weird fucking whatever the fuck they are. Right. And because there's actually a Mason Lodge in Milwaukee. We actually have
I pass it every day.
Yeah, we have a Freemason Lodge.
Right, I've never seen that before, so my curiosity goes, I'm like, what if I just go there one day? Just check it out.
Every now and then when I pass it, I always honestly like to spit at their sign. It's like, fuck you, get it. You're like, what the fuck is this about?
That's good.
I'm just like, what the fuck is this about? Like, I don't, like, I've never liked the idea of Masons.
I still want to snoop around, though.
I mean, I don't think you can act. I mean, there's so.
I don't think there's much you can see though, and I think if you open the door, it's going to be freaking locked, right?
Probably. I mean, I think they're so secretive. They're not going to have anything important at that lodge or some shit.
They're not going to have nothing showing, but I still want to.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to look at the details.
Why don't you like them? I mean,
there's a freaking in opinion.
Well, Illuminati is a different. Right. I mean, organization technically.
I mean, people think the Illuminati is the Jews, so.
Well, I think that's stretching a little too far.
I mean, I know they love money and entertainment, and they want to sell more things that.
There's Masonic lodges everywhere. Well, I'm sure there are.
There wasn't any in Texas.
None in Texas.
Not a lot in Texas.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly,
that Mason lodge. Like honestly, that's the only Mason lodge I've ever seen.
Like seeing a Buddhist temple. I mean, not a Buddhist, but Islam temple.
Oh, mosque?
Yeah, mosque.
Oh. Well, I mean, I
remember if they said right away when they got into Texas, or if they waited a while, longer than others. I can't remember.
I don't know. I mean, I know there's places in the country where there is like a Muslim population, but most Muslim Americans are actually like more secular than their counterparts in the Middle East and shit.
Right.
So I mean, what's going on at the mosque is probably nothing at all, really. It's just probably. There's just probably a local Muslim community, and that's just where they go.
Yeah.
I mean, a mosque is just a Muslim version of a church, really, or like a Catholic church or whatever. I mean, it's just Islamic equivalent.
Right.
I mean, but
freaking A.
But yeah, but I've never seen Masonic lodges really. But the only one I've ever seen is just that one in Milwaukee. Like that's the only one I've ever really seen before.
Yeah.
I went to mosque when I was little. I was brought up as Muslim. Oh yeah, because and you actually grew up in a.
OCD. We're talking about Freemasons, so I thought there was 3 up there, so I took one down.
Yeah.
I'm a little OCD.
It's alright. I've been in mosques. Mosques usually look pretty cool on the inside. Oh, I bet. I mean, because...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they look pretty interesting on the inside. I mean, I would like to go to one, just kind of check it out, you know? I mean, I've been to a church before. I've been to multiple churches before. I've been to a Catholic church, and that was fucking disturbing. So, I mean, if I find a local little mosque, I'll be like, hey, let's go in here, check it out. You know, I'm personally not a believer, but I'm willing to check it out and see what's going on with you guys. Why not? You know, I'm open to see how you guys believe and shit. I mean, it will open up more of my view on what Islam is, too. I mean, even if I disagree with it, I'll just come open in there as just hearing, like, stories and shit. It's like, to me, it's just stories. I went there every Friday and Saturday or whatnot. Yeah, like, I went Saturday nights. That's what we always did, and that was it. And for a while, I just knew that was a thing. But, then around, like, 10 or 11, I started getting sick of it. And then, yeah, I mean, and then after that, I mean, around that time, too, I was, like, becoming an atheist at that time, too, so it's just like, hey, whatever. And last time I ever went back there was a few years ago. I went high at night for some holiday meeting. Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool, though. Yeah, I mean, like, I always would love to go to a Buddhist temple, too. If I ever go to Japan, I would love to go to one of their Shinto temples as well. And, I mean, I'd also like to go to a pagan temple. Like, I know there's one in Iceland, so I'm gonna, like, put a time slot for myself to check it out. Because I want to, dude. That'd be cool to experience. And, yeah, like, there's all sorts of things I'd love to check out. For some reason, a mosque is a good place to be high. Just all the smells and incense and designs and all the architecture. It's also dark and quiet. Huh. Oh, that'd be cool. Because, yeah, I mean, I've never really seen insides of mosques. I mean, I've seen what they look like in the Middle East because of documentaries and shit, but they look really stoned and bland. So I'm sure the ones here are far, you know, more well, not really luxurious, but far more artsy and more decorative and everything like that. More aesthetic to what the culture is and stuff. I mean, that's what I like. I mean, that's what I kind of, you know, in a way, like, I don't like religion. Really, of course, but but I don't negate, you know, what, you know, like, these places are. I mean, they're interesting, cool areas and, you know, cool buildings and shit, and there's some, you know, there is history to them. I mean, you can't negate there is some history to it. Maybe it's not like, you know, there's like some biblical history that is evolved into, and there's also just history of that place, and then their history of their, you know, particular sect and how they kind of evolved to be where they're at and shit.
God damn it.
I mean, there's all sorts of different, you know, things you could point into that would make it an interesting spot. It's just that I don't go there to, you know, start believing in your, in the voodoo magic, sir. It's just like, I don't care, but it'll be cool to check out. Ours are more Western building, but not fancy, but has some decorations and a dome and a minaret. Yeah, I think, isn't it, like, one of the main, like, signatures of, like, what a mosque is that it has, like, a dome on it? I mean, I'm sure in the West it doesn't matter, but, I mean, like, for the most part, that's what would be a recognizable factor is there's a dome on it. Our place was officially called the Islamic Center Society, but also had a mosque. Okay, so, in a way, it seems like they use, like, Islamic Society building clubs or some shit as, like, their actual mosques, too. Ours had a golden dome on top of this normal-looking building. Oh, so it probably looked out of place. It seems like one of those things that just look awkwardly out of place, just like this random dome on the top of a building that's like, why is this gold? Why is this weird Middle Eastern dome on top of this nice Western building? It's the ISISes! It's the ISISes! It's the Islams! It's the Islamisms! Get them! Nuke them! Send freedom over there! Gotta send them to freedom! There's also some more community center kind of shit, like communal dinners, where people bring food and meet up for stuff. See, that's cool. Like, I encourage, like, community meetups and shit. Like, if people want to have, like, their little religious gathering and studies and shit, they can do that off on the side or whatever, you know, and be like, go over there. Yeah, it's okay, fine. You know, over there. this is what we're doing over here, so you can go off the corner. That's fine. We don't care. It's just like, if you want to like bring someone over, it's like, okay. It's sad how many people don't know their neighbors. That's true. I mean, that's why I want to encourage that, because I'm gonna admit, I mean, I know my neighbors right next door. I know the ones across the street, but the rest of them down our dead end street over here, I mean, I don't know too much. So I mean, I know I used to know people who did used to live down there, but then they moved. So it's just like, well, whatever. And now there's like people on the other side next door that is being rented out to people. So every now and then people kind of flip in and out. So it's like they're not consistent neighbors. So so I'll have to admit, I for the most part don't really know them, but that's why I think these little communal meetings, even if it's just if it's on like a little community street or some shit, you just kind of hang out. Like, we have actually a perfect little spot. There's like this little inlet, like that's near our like on our little dead end street. That will be perfect to just set some picnic tables up and just all gather up and chill out. Why not? I mean, our street's kind of small, so we could do it. I mean, there's like 6 houses on our street, because we're a very small dead end street, so it worked out really great. But yeah, unfortunately, I kind of fall into that category. Not like a lot, but like I know my community because of where I work at, and they all do come in a lot. But that's about it's kind of the extent as we know each other that much. I mean, I've never really mentioned I smoke weed. I'm not going to, though. Because I know one of them is, I know the neighbors next door to us are not really as fond about it as other people are, so I'm just like, okay, well, don't mention that to them. That's fine. So it's just like, okay. I missed the Wednesday night dinners at the mosque. See, I don't mind that type of shit. It's just that, I mean, the only thing I'd be uncomfortable about is just the religiosity of it. It's just like, I mean, straight down to it, they're all here for the religions. It's like, I mean, it's just because, I mean, I guess it's just because of my bias as a non-believer, which I guess is really biased. It's just more of a reality check. I don't know. But, I mean, it's just like, to me, that would, just kind of thinking about that and be like, they believe in some weird shit. They're like, what? Like, come on. This ain't right. Like, this is just from a book, right? Oh my god. That would be in my head too much. Because I'm analytical about people and shit. Like, I will think about, like, who are they? Thankfully, dinners and the youth group stuff weren't too religious, just services and equivalents of Sunday school. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But that's how you gotta get them hooked a little bit. Just have a not too religious little meetup. Get everyone together. And then, encourage them to go at the little actual services. And then hopefully and then plan for them to come by, so the services are like very friendly, peace giving and shit. And sometimes it's just always, you get a break at work, right? Yeah. Yeah. Are you expecting streams in between my work sessions? It would only be like 15 minutes, boy. You wanna get sick? Nah. Good. I'm striving to be an entertainer, but there's no way I'm going to be that dedicated. Like, work in between work, like, oh god. Like, it's already enough that I'm going to... eventually this will become like a job once the Patreon shit, because you have to close, that sucks. It's not as bad as you think, honestly. Because when I come back from my lunch, that's around the time that we do actually close up and shit, and start getting ready to close up shit. And whenever I'm closing in the back, I am free to put my headphone in, just one of them, that's fine, play a podcast or some shit, and just go to town. Like, today I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast with Joey Diaz, and it was some really awesome shit. I loved Joey Diaz, man. Like, his fucking voice, like, the stories, like, how he started his hook on the podcast, talking about the story with the Chinese emperor who smoked marijuana for the first time. You ever see those pictures of him naked? Who, Joey Diaz or Joe Rogan? And no, neither of them I have seen naked. So, nor want to, especially not Joey Diaz. There's some naked pictures of Joey Diaz on the internet. Oh god, okay, I'm definitely avoiding that man. I don't need to see... As much as I love the man, there's no way I want to see that man nude. I don't need to see Joey Diaz into nude. His dick and balls are disturbing. Thank you. Now I'm definitely... Now there's a 159% guarantee that I'm never going to see it. Thank you for letting me know. Top keck. There's like no way now I'm looking at those. No way. Even if my curiosity gets over me, I'll think about what I'm doing and be like, no, nah, I'm good. It's funny though. Nah, see, you're trying to let my curiosity try to kill the cat, dude. Your curiosity's killing the cat. Nah, bitch. Ain't killing this cat. Ain't gonna kill this slick cat. Nah, bitch. Nah, bitch. Ain't killing me. Ain't gonna kill my curiosity. Ain't gonna kill my mind. Ain't gonna destroy my... Like, I've seen some fucked shit. But you know what? I need to change my username to Carl Rape. Carl the Rape Rove. Or Carl the Garlic Rapey Clove or some shit, I don't know. Just, why not? Why not? What's stopping you? And just have, like... And you need to, like, I feel like you need to find, like, a meme picture where he has, like, this, like, super eyes. Garlic Rapey Clove. I don't know, dude. I don't know. You need to, like, get that picture and get it memed up. Have, like, some intense, like, shaking shit around him. Have, like, those eyes that, like, light up and are, like, poof, and then just be like, I need to hit the bong. Here you go, sir. Here you go. I got you. I got you, fam. I got you, fam. Did you hit it? Did you... I don't know if... Here, I'll pull it out. I'll pull it out for you, bro. There you go. Clear it, man. Did you get that shit, bro? Oh, man, I don't know if you got enough. I don't know. I wish I could do that. I'm hitting my own. Bullshit. You took a hit off mine. I know you did. You did. I saw you with my own very eyes, boy. I'm not crazy. Just end everything with that. I'm not crazy. There's one thing I'm realizing. The stands for the mics are just not fucking showing up. It's like, bitch. When did I request them? Like, first my audio interface didn't show up on time. Now the stands for the mics themselves aren't showing up on time. This is like, bitch. Like, what the hell? Why? Just why? Why must I go through these long, first tortures of just waiting? Because then I won't have to hold on to the damn thing trying to talk. At least that will be solved, so I can just, like, sit here instead. What would you do if the Patreon hangouts, so? You know, I don't know. You know, I haven't really looked too much into Patreon yet. I haven't, like, completely set it up just because there's nothing really to set it up with. If I were you, I'd just do Patreon hangouts through Discord. That's what I'm probably going to do. I mean, everyone seems to be doing that for their, unless you actually want video with it. Nah. You know, videos, if we want to do that, I would just have, like, a tier where you can be like, hey, you want to have hangouts and shit? You know, just, here you go. And then we'll send you an email, like, and then there will be, like, a special link where you can, like, hit a, like, whenever there's, like, a hangout, we'll, like, post something, and then, like, hey, enter your name and shit, and it'll come on in, boy. So, I don't know, I haven't gotten that all completely figured out in my head yet, but for the most part, I think I got an idea what I'm going to do, so I think I'll just set up for Discord. I think we'll definitely have, like, a Patreon streams, of course, where, you know, it's just between patrons in the stream. I mean, the patrons, they're giving money out, so they get some special shit. That's, of course, that has to happen. And whether it be, like, just like a special show, they just get to see some extra shit, see maybe a side project, or maybe check out ideas first before anyone else. Like, my idea was, like, I was thinking maybe over, like, within, like, after a year, shit on Patreon's been on there, like, after 1 year, it'll be, like, public or something. I've been thinking of that idea. So, like, a year later, you can check it out. I mean, at that point, you might as well, because there's probably people who will pirate and torrent it anyway, so it's like, eventually people are just going to see it. And eventually everyone's going to find out. So, just fuck it. After some time, just fuck it. I'll also try to work out an archive, too. Whenever that starts becoming a necessity. So, I'll see. I kind of want to ask Paul or TJ about like how they set up their little archive thing, and just do that because that seems like the simplest way, and plus it looks simple and works. So I'll have to check that out, see how that works out, and then we'll just have to go take it step by step. Honestly, the whole Patreon thing probably won't happen until the actual show starts. So then there'll actually be a reason for people to pledge a Patreon to me. I guess right now would be a good time anyway, just because, hey, they'll, be helping invest for the show and then actually get that shebang. But I wouldn't be able to really offer any, side Patreon stuff. So that's why I haven't really done it yet. It's like, they won't really get anything besides maybe just updates or something like that about what's happening when it's, more formal and everyone can see it. So, I don't know. I'll have to work it out. I'll work it all out. I'll see how I get it. Once things start, once I get more shit collected and things are starting to get more near, near the start launch date, whenever that is. I haven't even decided when that will be. It'll just have to depend on when things also get set in order, which is pretty soon. I think it'll probably be in September. I feel like that's a sweet spot, somewhere around September or maybe even late August, somewhere around there. I also have to get audio foam too to fucking silence shit. Because our house doesn't silence shit. There's nothing in between these walls. Nothing. Just nothing. It's fucking nothing. So, I gotta get audio foam. Cover my whole walls with that shit. And I gotta get audio foam for you too.
What?
Audio foam.
Audio foam?
Yeah. Audio foam helps muffle sounds and shit. And we can put it all on the inside of your room on the end there. And it'll help muffle the sounds and shit. We can even probably do some on the other side over there too to kind of help muffle more sound and shit.
What are you talking about?
Audio foam. It's.
I'm good, man.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Whenever shit gets rowdy in here, it'd work out.
Whatever, man. I don't care. I'm not here anyway. I'm at home world most of the time.
Oh well. It seems like you're got your earbuds in all the time anyway. So, but
I listen to music.
I know I just need some because.
Zone out.
Yeah, I know I need some because
I give myself peace.
Yeah, I just know I need some because whenever I'm doing streams late at night here, I would rather be in my room.
Right.
And plus, we could watch shit on my computer or whatever. And but if I end up getting loud, just getting that or whatever, I don't want Robert coming in and being like.
Good.
Yeah, I usually am. But if I have a friend over, there's no guarantee I am.
I know with 2 or 3 people they get loud, but I know y'all are good. Okay, this person's trying to sleep.
Yeah, we
so
generally.
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, we're generally are.
You're not assholes. I know that person's sleeping, but I'm still gonna be loud.
Yeah, we're generally pretty aware. All right, keep things at least down. Try to keep it cool. If we get tense, we can remind ourselves.
Right.
We're generally pretty self-aware about it, but sometimes you just aren't aware. Sometimes, and it's just well, shit, that happened. And it's just because there's been times where Robert just straight up barges in. There's been one time on stream it's well, fuck, okay then. But that's why I would need it because there will be times where I know we will get too rowdy and he'll barge in or maybe even mom too or some shit and he'll be oh, well, cool it down a little bit. So the audio foam will really help with that. Just plaster it all over my walls so then it will help muffle a lot of the sound.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another. That'll be a thing afterwards, because that's not really a priority. But that's once the shit gets set in place, then that will have to be the next objective. Is just get audio foam, and then from there, probably just a better PC, just so I can guarantee there won't be that many problems and shit won't get fucked up or whatever. And it'll just also be just a fresh start too at that point.
Right.
So. I'll still be able to use my laptop and stuff. It's just that'll probably be more based just for going to college and shit and using that as just a college laptop. And then my actual PC would just be what I do with everything. Because, I want to do gaming streams too. I'm doing this, chatting with the chat and shit, but I'm also playing a game on the side too, having a fun, random little story of a game going on. Just get involved with that. But, I can't really do that with my current laptop because it the CPU is kind of struggling with all the memory get build up and just being kind of starting to age. So, I mean, it's got some juice in it. I just need to like clean it up. That's about it. So, once I get, but I can at least do some shit right now.
Alright, yeah.
So I figured that out. I just need to get some headphones with a quarter jack cable, and I already have been looking at some on eBay.
That's pretty cool.
Would you ever bring guests on stream, like via Skype or some shit? Oh, yeah. I mean, oh, like, if I can, totally. Like, I think, like, one of the, like, I already have an ideas for who could possibly be guests, but until I can, until I can work out the tweaks about that, like, we test it out first, and make sure it actually works out, then I'll definitely do it, if it works out. But if, we still need to work out tweaks and shit, well, I won't do it until I know it's actually, like, we can do it, you know what I mean? So, it'll take some time, to work out shit like that, but once I know we're able to do so, then we're fucking doing it. So, like, we're doing it. Like, I mean, because I'm using OBS, and I know it's fairly simple, and when I was looking at it earlier, I was like, alright, my memory got refreshed, I know how to work it, so it's not really that difficult. Like videos, if we got like if we got them saved up on like a VLC or some shit, then I can change audio from that, so it's not hard. I mean, when it comes to the technicalities, that shit I got down for the most part, and like how to make like a little platform of how I'm gonna do shit, like I got that settled. Like I know how to do that. It's not too difficult, but I just need to get that headphones, because then I can actually listen to shit. Because when I got everything set up, I found out when I did test recordings, and I could not hear a damn thing at all, just because it was hooked through the actual audio interface. So I have to get a headphone jack so I can at least listen to stuff. But once I get that, which I'll probably just do once I get the whole shebang, then I just love how I call it the shebang. But once I get that, then I'll start doing a mixture of these and doing them on my computer, because then at least it will get some more content. So I'll do my ignorism specifically like on the computer, so we got like a nice little platform for that. And I think I already got an idea of how I'm gonna like make a little banner for that. I'll probably find somebody to do something nice and simple for me like that. Trust me, dude, Discord is a better community hub for establishing podcasts than YouTube. Well, I'm sure it is. That's why I'm gonna be setting that shit up as well. So, I mean, I'll probably be good at, not the content itself, but just to communicate with people. Oh, I bet. I mean, that's where I am going to be communicating with people once everything starts rolling. Like, I'll have that set up before the actual show gets begun. I mean, I'm going to probably be setting it up this week. And then, that'll be a great start. Plus, I can kind of start advertising myself a little bit, because I know shit's about to start rolling. And I'm already going to kind of get a little beginning on it. So, a little sample of what's to come. And, I'm getting excited now. Now that, I'm realizing shit's working. Now that things are coming together, I'm getting a little excited myself, man. So, yeah, this week I'm going to get a big meetup. I'm going to meet up with everybody, make sure everyone's kind of on the game plan, what we need, I know what I'm going to be getting. Like, I need to make sure, like, I need to see if my friends will at least be on the lookout for some desks and shit. Just work out what we can do for scheduling, and like whenever you guys are all on and shit, Time for a little 5 a.m. weed, Kratom, Fallout 4. That sounds like a fucking nice time right there. I mean, I don't really got too much of either or of that besides the weed, but fuck it, I'll be joining you. I might actually go outside for a little bit, because, I mean, Mars is visible, and plus it's a very nice night sky right now, so... Plus, Bandito might be out there. Little Bandito. That fat fucking cat. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a mess right now. Wasn't that game always a mess, though? I mean, wasn't it, though? You ever look for the ISS? Oh, I keep track of that shit, dude. I have an app that tracks where the ISS is. And you also can see the cameras of where the live stream is, and it tracks the orbit on the map. And, or where you will see it on the map. The Stargazing app I have points out the ISS and alerts you when it goes by. Nice, dude. I mean, mine, the one I have doesn't, because it's just like the ISS, like, live cam footage, like you can see where it is and stuff. So it doesn't alert you, but it lets you know when there's like a sunrise or a sunset, so you can see those and stuff. And also, it shows NASA TV, so whenever there's like launches or they're talking about something or something like that, or communicating, you can hear those too. Whenever astronauts are working, they'll let you know about that. It's pretty cool. So every now and then I pop up, see if they come by Oregon. Whenever they do, I keep a lookout. And when you see it, holy shit, it's like bright as like Venus when it's in the night sky. Like, have you ever seen Venus when the sun starts going down and the planets start to pop out? Because the first two things is Venus and Jupiter, and then stars start popping out. And then everything else starts kind of coming into view. I follow about 1 million NASA and ESA accounts on Twitter. Holy shit. Yeah, I have my share of fail follows. I follow Neil. You see so much cool stuff. I know, dude. I love space, man. Dude, like, I just, like, you know.
I'm loving these stretches. I'm just like, stretch.
Yeah, like, one thing I just,
Been
like.
feeling more limber.
Like, the one thing I just hope from humanity is that
I'm like, yeah, I can
once I'm gone, they just value space and astronomy and going out and exploring space in the
I gotta
galaxy.
figure out what this
That's the one thing I just hope that humanity takes and just goes with it. I doubt it, but I hope.
What'd you say? No.
I mean, it's just like, it's just like when I look out there and shit, man, especially when it's like a clear night sky. You're, like, when for me, it would be like you going near Mount Hood and you can see everything, including the Milky Way galaxy, like the nebulas, maybe even the Andromeda galaxy out there, you know, because you can kind of see that too. And all the stars, even our planets that are orbiting around, like, and able to see, like, the slightest, like, little asteroids and meteors and whatever the fuck flies through the night sky, like, being able to see all that type of shit, man, is, you know, it takes me back, honestly. It kind of takes me back and for a kind of surreal realizations, like, that's just, you know, all that stuff. It looks like it's just, like, this blanket of, you know, of just speckles of, you know, light. But that's just shit. Just all sorts of shit. From stars to everything. That's just out there. It's out there. I mean, from, you know, a few hundred light years away to thousands of light years away to, you know, tens light years away and shit. You know, depending on where you want to, you know, point yourself at. It's just like, and knowing that there's even more things out there besides that, like Andromeda Galaxy, if you can see that, all the other galaxies that we know of, that we were able to spot and see and realize that, you know, that it takes me back, dude. It puts me in a really, like, place of, like, wow, how significant could we possibly be to this whole universe, you know? It really takes me back. Now I really want to go outside, because now I'm in that mood. So, I'm going to prep myself to do so. I'm taking, like, probably going to be doing multiple trips, but why not? Why not, man? It's pretty psychedelic. Yeah, dude. I mean, sometimes I kind of feel like I'm tripping out. Like, whenever I stare out in the sky long enough, I'm just like, wow, dude. Am I like, did I see something out there, you know? It's just like, or am I imagining something out there? Like, it does kind of put yourself in, like, a mental psychedelic trip. Not like, you know, visually, but it kind of, you know, mentally does a little bit. Something about it. I mean, I don't know. There's just something about that. Your stretches are making me want to do stretches.
No, I've been feeling a lot limber since I've been doing it too.
I do it a lot when I'm at work. Like, whenever nothing's happening, I'll just do a quick stretch out.
Yeah, I kind of do that too.
Yeah. Alright. Take some gum, why not? I'll put this in my little shirt pocket so it won't bother me. There we go. Ugh, it's Gorilla. Chug this, because there's nothing left in it. LeBron James! Hey! Oh shit, I made it, bitch. I made it!
Fuck LeBron James.
Oh, well, damn.
Fuck the Golden State Warriors too. I knew this year I couldn't root for my team. Because guess who they meet in the first fucking round? And I knew they were going to lose because they had a young fucking team.
Damn.
Sorry.
You know, honestly, I don't even give a fuck about sports. I was just like, LeBron James, toss it.
I know, I'm sorry. I had to rant on that.
No, it's all good. I don't give a shit. That was funny.
Yeah, I had to rant on that.
Hey, I rant on shit too. I mean, that's what these streams are for. I just rant about shit because it's fun. It's fun. I mean, it's blowing off steam. I mean,
right.
Yeah, it's like, you know, sometimes I mean, you just gotta look at that and just like, damn, he's blowing off some steam. Go, do it.
It's your pastime hobby,
right?
I mean, you're good at it when you start. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, like there's in ways like the more you do it, the better you get at it because you can make more witty comments about the shit you're ranting about, and you can like there's you can like perfect the art of ranting. Like there's like an art to ranting.
Yeah,
in a
there
way.
is.
Yeah. Like one of my favorite ranters, honestly, is TJ because he does it so artistically.
Really, like respect people that cuss a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
I just don't. It's idiotic.
I mean,
it's
to
okay
me that's
every now and then. I'm not people who cuss.
To me that doesn't really matter. I mean, it's just mainly like the actual point they talk about. I mean, if they cuss a lot, to me that's just, you know, whatever. But I mean, as long as they like are able to get their point across and are doing it, you know, enough with enough understanding to, you know, people can get it.
Right.
You know, keeping it pretty, not like I would say simplistic, but like keeping it within understanding. I guess that's just the basic way of saying it. But I mean, my mom's terrible about that though. Like the slightest fuck or something like that, and she will just be instantly turned off to anything that's being talked about. It's like seriously, Mom.
Right, yeah.
It's like, come on.
You get that with closed-minded people though.
Yeah, it's just like I'm trying to show her. Yeah, because.
Crazy, I know, but I like hearing about different theories.
Yeah, because I mean, I try to like show Mom some really cool shit, but then they'll like throw fucking or whatever like that, you know, in there, and it's just, and she's like, ah, it's like, can you just get over that and just listen to the point they're talking about? You know, it's just like, come on.
Mom, I don't got nothing to say about your mom.
Yeah.
But she needs to push herself a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, she needs to just like kind of come out of that shell a little bit. I mean, she doesn't have to like. Yeah, I mean, she does like.
I live my own life.
Right.
Try to do what I can.
Right. Yeah. I mean, even if you like listen to a lot, sure, you might start saying it more often. You know.
What?
But like, just because you listen to it a lot, don't mean you can like. You don't mean you will like start going blibber-rattering all the time.
I don't like media because I think it's all fucked up, but.
Oh yeah.
I do like my music, and I'm listening to this weird music shit, so.
Well, I think music's a really great form of media, honestly, because I mean,
if it's Illuminati, I want the most Illuminati shit there is. If that's a theory, but.
I mean, there's Scientology music, so I'm sure there probably is. I mean.
Everybody has an opinion.
Yeah.
But they do put in a lot of Illuminati shit, and I'm like, I'm getting tired of looking at that shit. So.
I know Taco Bell did a advertisement, and they did an Amazing Crazy Troll, and they made it nothing, but they basically made an Illuminati ad, and honestly it was the greatest fucking thing ever.
And now they're just doing it because they know, Illuminati.
Well,
it's the in thing now.
I mean,
it is.
I mean, that was the first ad I've seen that was like Illuminati themed, and I mean, it looked pretty great. It was funny.
It's all in there, but it's an in thing now. Though. Who gives a fuck, really?
I mean, I say that's like
people don't think like that. They're like, oh, I'm going to consume my life about thinking about her because, I'm like, people don't do that. Like what the fuck? There's a secret society, really.
I mean, I'm sure that secret society is probably just like Wall Street, like elitist CEOs and shit, and like bankers and stuff.
I have a hard time trusting them.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be very trusting until like after, primarily Logan for the most part, because he to me kind of did a little bit of backstabbing to me.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And after that, I definitely.
He was mean to you when you lived here. Shit.
A little bit, yeah. Like even fucking Tyler was saying, like, dude,
take care of your friend that's letting you live
here.
I
mean, yeah, and and honestly, I didn't see it at the time, but I thought back, I'm like, you know what? That fucking bitch was doing that to me. It's like, right. But that kind of stems to my straight up like social fucking, autism, disability shit, but because I don't catch on social shit as as well as other people do, so it was just like, so I never truly caught on to it, but after a while it was starting to get on my nerves, but I mean I just let it slide because he's fucking here, and you know, letting him be in his house instead because he fucking needs a place. And, you know, it was fucking my sympathy and my fucking, you know, like, you know, goody, like, oh, I like to be friendly and shit. About Father Logan when he was living here for a while.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, because he was,
Sorry.
Yeah, because, I was too much of a friend. I'm too much of a friendly fuck. So like my friendliness and you know my sympathies to him having a freaking place was like overriding, you know, his fucking not really bullying but just fucking harassing and shit. Yeah.
It's gonna take. Well, I don't know.
And you know, like in the final like week and shit, and like few weeks that he was there, it was really starting to get down to the wires. Like I thought I was gonna straight up blow up out on some point. But luckily that didn't happen. But I mean, oh my god, I should have took the warning after fucking Tyler and started living with him. Like as soon as that happened, I went, oh god, that's probably not gonna work out, and it didn't. And that shouldn't have been my warning. But and then I was just like, well, maybe it's just because of how his house was or something. I don't know. Like I just kind of played neutral with it all the time because.
That's I'm going to the house. I didn't know how to react.
Yeah, I mean, and also we kind of thought it was only going to be like a 2-week thing or something like that, but it ended up being like a month instead of like a 2-week thing like we were kind of thinking it was going to be. But it was just, I mean, honestly, it was just kind of not like fucked, but I mean, what he did in the end was fucked. Like, he like took some personal shit of mine and tossed it out. Yeah, and then it didn't even like give like thank yous and shit, and you know, or like the respect, you know, like say, you know, thank you for staying here and or letting us stay here and shit like that, or letting, you know, like they just kind of like cut it off for a little bit for a while, and I was like, you know what, fine by me, because you know, fuck that. It was just like, to me, I'm like, you know what, fine.
Right. Yeah.
So it was just like, yeah. Then I made it pretty open after that, like, you know, for a while I was like, fuck him, but I mean. For the summer, I've conceded to just a neutral body now. But I mean, so far the summer's been all right with him. I mean, he kind of took over my stream at once, so yeah, there was that. But I mean,
pushes you away.
Yeah, I mean Well, I mean, it wasn't like that. I mean, it was because we were trying, because we I don't know what we were doing, but we did like these challenges and shit for some reason. I challenged Tyler to a race, but then it ended up being multitudes of challenges, and I just had to have him hold it for a little bit, but it ended up just being for like half the stream. And then I got it back. I'm like, all right, well, my battery's about to die. We're thinking about heading out anyway. All right, fuck it. So near the end, I was just like, all right, well, it was a fun little, interesting little moment, so I'll let it stay up. It's still on there too. I think it's called Old Times because we were on the Ross Island, or under the Ross Island Bridge. It's pretty cool. I don't know what all will happen on there. I have to check back and see.
Bridges are nice.
Oh yeah.
I would like to walk on one. I would like to walk on the Golden Gate Bridge.
Well, that would be a pretty cool bridge to walk on. You should check out the
night. It's kinda, not too chilly.
You should check out the Tilcomb Bridge at night. That the new bridge that got built for the Orange Line. Like, get off on Omsi and just walk across the bridge, and then to the other Max Line.
I like the breeze, and then seeing all that water.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, there's a lot of bridges that are really nice here that you can you can walk across. There's like the Seal Bridge, Hawthorne Bridge, the Federals Bridge, the Ross Island Bridge, Selwood Bridge. What else is there? I'm forgetting on a couple names.
Oh yeah.
There's a few other bridges I'm forgetting the names of, but most, you know, for the most part, they're all just really nice to look at and check out because they're so beautiful, dude.
They are.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go outside for a little bit, check out the night sky and shit, man. God bless, my nigga. Oh shit, what does that mean? What does that mean? Let's go outside. Okay. I was like, God bless, and I'm like, oh shit. Is he just gonna depart randomly?
Oh shit.
But yes, let's do.
Oh goodness.
Let's figure out how to do this with the least amount of effort possible. Okay. Alright. Check up. Gum. Check. Probably don't need any more anyway. Lighter. Check. Bud. Bong. Bong ash killer, check. Lighter, just in case for anything else, check. I'll put that in here, check. Okay. Putting this over here, putting it in the pocket. Check. Whoa. Okay, am I missing anything else? No, I'm not. Okay, let's go. Whoa. Whoa.
Have fun.
The all-seeing eye,
Oh,
bitch.
shit.
The all-seeing eye. The Illuminatis. Close the door with my foot, with the cat door. Boom. Boom. Alright, let's go out over here. See what we can find. Oh my god, I almost fucking dropped all the bud. Oh god. Smoke out back? Yep. This is my little kick-out spot. Whenever I want to be outside, because I got a nice fucking view of all the stars and shit, dude. I can see Saturn right now, actually. Let's see if we can check it out. Let me put down my shit, because I'm going to sit down here. Hold up. Let's see. Okay. Can we see it? Motherfucker. It's up there somewhere. Oh, you can barely see it. It's that faint little dot. But that's Saturn over there. So Mars is behind a tree over there somewhere. But whatever. Alright, let's see how we can make this work. Oh man, shit is a little damp because of oh wow. There's extra stars out tonight because there's no moon. It's not a single cloud in the sky. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I'm actually gonna close the blinds really quick so I can actually fucking like see shit better, so there's no light pollution and shit. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works out. That works. Not that much, but it does a little bit. Wish they were better, but fuck it. Okay, that's where that shit is. Okay. Let's take a seat here yonder. Man. You know, like, this is what I meant by earlier, dude. Like, I mean, you can't see shit, though, unfortunately. But, you know, I mean, seeing all these stars and stuff, like, some of them are so faint, and yet there's plenty of them that are so bright and shit. It's just like, I mean, damn. I mean, they're all different distances apart. They're all just out there, you know. I mean, they're probably a little things going on a lot different there right now than they were as we're seeing it. So, I mean, who knows what's gone, you know, gone astray there now, you know. It's just like, that's what blows me back about it. It's like, you know, because that's why time, too, is such a fucking crazy concept, because that shit is like years or thousands or billions of years old going on up there. It's just like, what the fuck, man? It's like, things are different. Like, if we were to travel there at the speed of light, it would be, you know, totally different than the way we're looking at it right now. It's like, what the fuck? It's crazy. I mean, oh, fireworks. People are still showing off their American patriotism. But, yeah, dude. I'm gonna just kind of look up a little more and maybe I'll fucking see like a meteor or some shit. I doubt we will, but I will. I will. And while you guys all can see some shit, I'm doing the DLC where you build your own vault. Oh my god, there's a DLC you can build your own vault in fucking Fallout. Holy shit, dude. Damn. Blah. See some fucking plants and shit. Maybe Bandit would take his fucking entrance and make an appearance. Dude, I liked it, honestly. Say what you say about Skyrim, but I like the Hearthfire or the Hearthstone DLC where you can like... Ah, fuck, this is not working out like I wish it was. Hold up, let me flip this around. But, there we go. Now I could just flip this down like so. What? Fuck you. What the hell, bitch? I guess... What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Herp-a-derp. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Now I see what I'm doing. I like it too, but never finished it. Yeah, like, I remember I got it for Xbox, I think. Alright, hold on. Blindness. There we go. I fixed it now. But let me move that out of the way. There we go. Cool. Alright, that works out, because now you can, like, see some shit. But now it won't look fucking awful. Now you're just seeing a very cringy, wall and plants. But anyway. Yeah, but, yeah, I completed it. I made, like, the little library tower. I also had, like, a little armory and shit. And, yeah, I made it pretty dope. I mean, with the Skyrim I got on the PC, I don't have, like, any DLCs. I just primarily got the, mods and shit. And I'm not going to lie, I just kind of made it my, like, little Khajiit pornland. That's what I made it. Primarily female Khajiits. Fuck you. That's what I meant to. Go kill yourself. Edgelord Ignar. Edgelord Ignar. Fear the Ignar. And my edgy sword. I like female Khajiits. Well, if you're a normal, actually intellectual, holy fuck. I just heard a cat fight, dude. Okay. Change of plans. We are going to just check that shit out, dude. There's a fucking cat fight. I just heard that. No lie, bro. I'm going around up front. I'm not going around that way. I'll go around this way. Get to jump on him. I don't know if anyone heard that, but I did. That was loud and, like, rough. Tomato. Well, hello, senor. Hello, senor Joel. You're just in time for a cat fight, and we're going to investigate it. Oh, fuck. I'll fix that later. Fuck you. Okay. Alright, let's see here. What the fuck is going on? Who's out here somewhere? What the fuck? Well, I'm not seeing anything. I will find out what's going on. Like, I heard that shit. That was loud as fuck, dude. Like, whoa. Well, whatever. Fucking. Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna go back now. They probably all ran away and skirted off. Yo, we outside. Yes, we are. I just came outside, actually, so you're not missing much. Besides a cat fight, which I missed, too, because I don't see any cats. But I heard that shit. That was, it was, it was, low pitch, this, it's, demon, we're about to, fuck some shit up. And, oh, what the fuck? Oh, man. Slug, bro. A slug, dude. Damn. Should put shoes on. But I wasn't thinking about a cat fight happening and me wanting to investigate. So, oops. Whatever. Time to fix this bitch. Hello, Mr. Spider. You are in my way. Thank you. What's up, motherfucker? Come on. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Stupid bungee cord. There we go. Dude, I get slugs in my room all the time. In your room? In your room? Damn, dude. Okay, I can understand, flies and spiders and shit, but a slug? It's rare that I get, slugs in, my garage. But we do sometimes, it happens. But, well, trying to, get this fucking, it's, chunky slug bullshit off me right now, dude. But slugs, dude, damn. Well, it sounds like South Carolina does not do you justice with slugs. And it did not do me justice here today. Oh god, now there's a stain where I smushed it. God damn, dude. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And my fucking feet feel weird, but whatever. Whatever. Ugh. Sit back down. Pussy's getting wild, but what can you do? What's going on here? I started on barefoot on the other month and it exploded. Ew. Damn, dude. Rip your foot. Ew. That's what I said, dude. Like, it's like that. I'm curiously reminded of a story of this dude who decided to eat a slug, or tried to, and he became paralyzed. And I think it was like in Australia or some shit. But that just like to me, that just says something. Slugs are fucking just vile creatures, man. Dude, did he get tetanus? I don't know, but he was paralyzed as fuck because of whatever the slug had in its system, dude. Slug juice. Ugh. Oh my god, slugs, man. Like, they're genuinely, like, pretty good for, like, the ecosystems and shit, but god, they're just so gross, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are they so gross, dude? Why do they have to, like... It's like crane flies. Like, I do know they're good for the ecosystem. They eat mosquitoes. They're actually, like, beneficial and shit. But, like, dude, what the fuck? Why are they so scary looking? Like, because I have that irrational fear with crane flies. I don't know why. I just do. Like, straight up. Like, I told you the story of that fat motherfucking crane fly. I think last stream I showed that dead motherfucker. I put a corpse up in that bitch. Like, that guy was toast. Motherfucker was dead, dude. Whooped his ass. Came over to my little bubble one too many times. Went Antifa on his ass, dude. Fucking right-wing little pseudo-intellectual crane fly cuck. Tried to fucking burst my little SJW bubble, and I wasn't gonna allow it. Fucking wrecked his ass like Antifa, dude. Fucking Antifa. Oh shit. Oops. I may or may not have smoked you guys out. Damn, that's actually pretty cool. I'm looking at that on the screen and it just looks like it's like, I don't know what. Looks like there's ghosts, bro. Like the fingers of ghosts just all dancing around. Like, speaking of ghosts, like what do y'all think about ghosts, dude? Because I'm a little like, I have a mixed opinion about ghosts. I'm smoking and kratoming. Nice, bro. The other night I came on and just listened to you and Carl and fell back asleep. Oh, so that's who the other individual situation was. Okay. I was like, speak forth or forever be holding your peace, and nothing happened. But it was you, and then you eventually cut out, and I'm like, oh, well, that happened. I don't believe in the paranormal whatsoever. That's too pseudoscience-y for me. See, like, I agree, but there's just, like, this part of me that, like, does have, like, the suspicion of, like, are there, like, spiritual, like, energies or some shit that plausibly could actually, like, be around and shit. Like, I mean, because people have always had stories, and granted, that's all anecdotal and just personal experience, and you can't really use that as empirical evidence, but, I mean, you know, I guess it's just, like, this part of me just wants to, like, believe that it's a thing. Spiritual energies of the gaps. Yeah, like, you know, because, you know, in a way, like, I will, like, despite my agnostic atheism, like, I do have, like, the sense of spirituality, too. I mean, but it's not like, I mean, it's not like based off anything really. It's just my own interpretation, which is mainly like, you know, if it kind of, you know, plays a tie into the environment and also just on your own well-being and shit. And it doesn't necessarily have to be just like, are you healthy or not? I mean, it just is like, I mean, it's just kind of well-being as a generalized basis, not necessarily like physical or like health or anything like that, but, you know, like more aligned towards like emotional mental well-being. Granted, I still struggle with that shit all the time, which I guess is kind of why I have that idea, because it's something I am working on and stuff all the time. It's just like, you know, that mental and emotional well-being. Like physical, I'm skinny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, but, you know, I keep myself fit. I exercise every now and then still. I mean, I do a lot of cardios, so, I mean, so, like, in that sense, like, I, you know, and I know, like, because of our lack of understanding with consciousness and stuff, and we are still trying to figure out and understand what that truly is, and what that means, like, to us as, like, an individual to be, you know? Like, and since we don't have that understanding right now, like, I guess there's just, like, this open possibility of where you could have, like, an interpretation, which, you know, plays in with like religion also as well, but I see that as totally the wrong way to go about it, so that's why I'm an atheist on that standpoint. But the agnosticism comes towards like my views of spirituality a little bit, because I don't correlate religion and spirituality together at all. Like, to me, they're two separate entities entirely. Like, they can correlate. I'm not saying that they can't, because they most certainly can, because people can be both. But to me, I view spirituality as something, as a different entity, and just because that's just based on my own interpretation. Because, I mean, and I also leave it open to, you know, you might not like, you know, let's say you do have, maybe not like a literal soul, but like an actual energy that isn't direct with your actual, like, body's energy functions and shit. You know, like, you might not like sense it or whatever, but it'll like be recycled in with, you know, I kind of have like this sense of like, you know, when you die, like your body gets recycled into the earth if you decide to get buried or some shit. But if you cremated, you kind of don't, because your ashes are not really going to do much. But if you're like, you know, buried and shit, like the flora and fauna is just going to feast on your dead corpse and shit, and that's being recycled back into the earth and stuff. So it kind of plays along with that too, because like in that essence, your own energies and your own body is getting recycled into the earth, and in that sense, like, your own energy could kind of continue on. But I mean, again, it's like, to me, even that's a little wishy-washy, even for myself, or, you know, even for how I view shit. So that's why I don't really like think about it too much, but I kind of leave it open to like I don't know, so it's just my guess. Like, to me, it's just still a guess, because I mean, you know, who truly knows? You know, like, we still don't have these understandings, and we don't know what happens after death. I mean, we can only really kind of get an understanding before life, which is just that state of non-existence. And to me, that's probably the most realistic outcome after life, is just going back to the state of non-existence. But who knows? I mean, something else could happen after that. You could possibly, like, just, you know, start up as a different consciousness and just not have any recollection of this life, but just be something else entirely and just not ever realize it. It's just like, oh, new player, new character. Is consciousness energy limited to a solid body experience? See, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I mean, because I don't know, but I would probably say no, because you also have dream state. Like, you go in your dreams and shit. Like, you can kind of be in dreamland, basically. I mean, and that's not solid body, because that's in your own mind. Like, that's your mind, you know, creating a new dream reality. Consciousness is an illusion. The self is illusion. There is no soul. I mean, I mean, for the most part, I do agree with that. Like, you know, it's like, because to me, I do believe like free will is an illusion. Like, I mean, there is things to point where your brain is making decisions before you even actually think about it. Like, for example, I need food. Like, I mean, that's more of just a basic bodily life function to keep yourself going. But I mean, it's, an easy example to use. Like, needing food later on. It's like you're already going to be thinking about food without even actually literally thinking about food. So, I mean, in a sense, consciousness is kind of like an illusion. And with free will, I mean, it kind of plays into the self, like if you're like the self of your own free will, and the idea of like to think of for yourself and shit can also be an illusion. And with the soul, I don't believe there is like a literal soul, though. I mean, again, like, I mean, we never truly know, but I definitely, I can more than confidently say there's probably not like a soul, but like maybe like a form of like other energy, maybe, but I don't know. I mean, for all we literally know, this could just be, just how fucking life is, and we're just, just another little segment of just like the blocks of life and shit that just goes on. We just happen to have a higher intelligence and shit, I mean, that could just be it. But who knows, because life all over has like, I mean, there's different attributes, all different forms of life that prove that, there is like some form of sentience amongst other animals. It's just that they don't have a higher sentience like we do. So, I mean, it's like all confusing, but very fascinating at the same time. There was a philosopher who asked, when we die, do we wake up? I don't know who might have said that, but I think I recognize that quote, though. And, again, we don't know truly yet. I mean, that could be the case. Like, we could ascend to a higher realm of dimension, like, like, delving kind of back into my guess of what could maybe be happening, but not my realistic guess. Like, I have, like, two guesses. The realistic one and then, like, my spiritual one. Like, okay, well, what if I could say there could be something, what would it be, Like, my hypothetical. That sounds like some Jordan Peterson shit. I mean, a little bit, but I mean, if you take him out of that context, I mean, it's not like, I don't have any, anything against talking about this type of shit, but I mean, it's just the way Jordan Peterson has always talked about. Like, I'm actually trying to make an actual thought and an actual opinion about this. What Jordan Peterson does, he just goes on and, he talks about a lot of different various interesting points, but, he just doesn't make a point with it. Like, I'm actually trying to, like, making these discussions, I'm actually trying to, like, think about these things and, like, trying to make a guess of, at least what I understand and, based on what I know, on this information, I mean, I'm not trying to do word salads to try to explain my shit, So, I mean, it does sound like Jordan Peterson shit, and that's why I'm thinking, well, hey, Moth. But, I mean, thinking about that, though, I mean, again, we don't know, but we could, like, like I said, going back to my hypothetical answer, I guess, I mean, like, if that is, like, if that's, like, part, if you're, like, that energy and shit, or whatever, like, we do that, you may or may not have, like, this actual, like, other energy that's not tied in with our, like, actual body, then maybe that, when we die, that ascends into a higher dimension and maybe on this plane of the space-time continuum or some shit, But, again, like, the guess I kind of hold close to me the most, and the one I stick with is my realistic guess, which is returning to the state of non-existence. So, like, even with my hypothetical, I don't think that may be the case. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what comes out of it, truly, I mean, because we really don't know. And I always am going to keep saying that because we don't. No matter what people say, no one knows. And whoever claims it is full of shit. So, I mean, like, until we actually get empirical scientific data on after death, like, states of mind and shit, or whatever the fuck, or like what happens, and like can we actually get a full consensus besides, oh, you're dead, like your body has stopped functioning and your heart has stopped, there's no like electrical brain nerves, working or whatever, you're just done. Like, I mean, when it comes to our state of consciousness and with our lack of understanding of that, like if we eventually over time start learning about that and learning of what that is, and get an understanding and actually, get enlightened about it, of what consciousness truly is for ourselves and, and our being, or at least can, make at least a general thesis of it, then I think we could probably start working on, like, okay, well, what happens after death then? Can we try to at least figure it out? At least to enough to understand, well, this is what happens, and this is the best we can get. Like, I mean, that's kind of how we are right now. Like, we just know we die, and that's about it. But do we know what happens to them? Like, who they are? Like, is that just it for them, or is there something? Like, I mean, I don't see anything wrong of, like, trying to research that. I think they're saying that we use, 10% of our brain? I think that's actually just not true. I think that was just one of the things they were doing for the movie Lucy, because that's what I know that was their premise, that we use 10% of our brain, and then they tried to activate further and further in it. It's a cool movie, you're not going to say, but it's definitely not true. There's a premise for a really cool, interesting movie that's science fiction, but it's not true. And my thoughts on Black Lives Matter, I agree with their premise of what they're trying to push for policy reforms on police brutality and everything. I disagree with a lot of the more radicalized PC culture that they're pushing. If you only use 10% of your brain, then getting shot in the head or having a stroke would be no big deal. And that's true, because that's kind of true, because if you like shoot like yourself in the head with like a 22 and it goes clean through or whatever, and it only like takes out a little bit of your brain or whatever, and you're only using 10% of it, then even if there were actual nervous connections operating there, it'll just work around it because it has all that gray space that it can use. But back to BLM. Yeah. So, again, I agree with the reforms that need to be taken, but I kind of, like, a lot of the main things I disagree with is kind of the racial backing behind it, though I totally understand it. Like, but I don't think it should be just specifically, pointing out, crimes against, or, just these shootings on black people who are unarmed and shit. Even if they did something wrong. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just the brutality of the police that's happened. So, I mean, I wish they kind of, while a lot of them do, or at least that the main organization pushes these, is, trying to get police brutality reforms and shit, and, like, work on these problems to try to solve police brutality as a whole. People of color. Well, they said Black Lives Matter, so that's on them. But yeah, my main disagreement is just the racial backing behind it, and a lot of the PC radicalism that has kind of taken it over amongst other movements, like the Me Too movement. A lot of like gaming culture too has kind of, like with Anita Sarkeesian and all that bullshit. I mean, but you kind of get the deal. Do Black Lives Matter or do all lives matter? Human lives matter. Just so, I guess all lives matter. I mean, I know that was a counter movement against Black Lives Matter, but I mean, that premise I agree with. Like, just all lives. Like, everyone deserves, a court, a fair trial. Everyone deserves to have basic human rights and shit. It doesn't matter if you're fucking black, Asian, a fucking blue juggalo. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, if you're human, then you should have just equal rights to everyone else. Like, to me, that's just, well, but to me, that's not a big deal, They believe that they have white privilege. If so, how? I think there's definitely some still. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't think about it really, but, I do have like privilege, but I probably wouldn't say specifically white. And I say that because I do have a granddad who is but just on based on poverty, really. Yeah, I mean, I have a granddad who actually has who's kind of actually gets invested in the stock market and shit, and actually is more upper class than I am or any of us. But he whenever we get in struggles and shit, or he'll help us out and stuff. I mean, also we just have folks who in our family that look out for us and actually kind of take care of ourselves and shit. And plus, we've hit hard times before, and plus, healthcare is fucking atrocious for us. I mean, sure, it's just fucking bullshit, but that's just based on a different topic, on a different issue. But, I mean, I wouldn't say white privilege, but I would say I definitely have privilege. I mean, I wasn't raised in a very very broken family or nothing like that. I mean, we've had our problems, but I mean, for the most part, we've held together and shit, So, I mean, there wasn't, like, no big divorce or some shit. I mean, there's been arguments, there's been fights before, there's been maybe, like, verbal, emotional abuses and shit, but I wouldn't say it's, like, life-threatening or whatever. JF just did a live stream responding to Kyle's video. Oh, God, dude, I gotta check that out. Oh, my God. I can't wait to get everything set up, dude, because I can actually respond to videos when I'm doing these chats. I can just look them up right away and get a live response. And my leg is falling asleep. God damn it. But, dude, I can't wait, man. It's going to be good. Yeah, fortunately they do. It sucks that people want race-based reparations. Yeah. I mean, I could probably say I can make an exception towards the Native Americans because, honestly, we fucked them up so bad. And they're still fucked. I mean, they're probably the only exception I would make, but other than that, I mean, I don't, there's already we've already kind of, while it's, god damn, that's bad. Oh, man, I can't feel the goddamn thing, dude. This is bad. This is not gonna feel good. I'm gonna have to lay down. Alright. But, what was I saying? God, whatever. I don't think I should pay money to Native Americans when my family didn't arrive in this country until after the genocide. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it should be based off the taxpayers, but I mean, and I wouldn't say there should be, actual, monetary reparations, but I think, we should, I mean, I want to do it for that way. There should be better ways or anything like that. Or just racial reparations. Yeah, I don't really agree with it overall, but, when it comes to Native Americans, I don't think it should be the taxpayers to pay for that or anything like that. I think it should, definitely be through some other method if that were to be the case. But, they need to, get something back or something. They're still on, impoverished reparations, and, they're whatever, they got bad alcoholism rates, they have a high chance of getting alcoholism and, addictions to drugs and shit. It's pretty awful what goes on, and, I don't know, I think there should just be more, public, I guess just more public funded, programs that will, I guess it just kind of stems into the overall thing of just having, public rehabilitation centers, and then also just, having a more public funded, rehabs, just, healthcare and shit. There's a lot of Native American obesity. That's also a problem, too, and also, there just needs to be, public funded counseling and shit, and it should just be available to everybody, which, in that sense, it would be Native Americans, too. So I guess, what I would consider trying to give reparations just kind of goes to everybody. So I guess it wouldn't really be reparations, but I would at least put in these programs also have a focus in trying to help out Native American populations and trying to not do it via reparations, but at least try to do the part to try to bring them back up in society. But it wouldn't be I wouldn't say it should be like, there's a tax now where you're gonna pay to some Native American tribe in your area. Like, I mean, I wouldn't do it like that. That'll be a little too far for me. But, and, obviously for you, because your actual family literally had nothing to do with it, but mine probably did. I mean, I actually do have some that bloodline, so I mean, there's probably going to be some correlation. So, but I don't know, like there should be like a little bit of a focus towards them, not a lot. It doesn't have to be like, oh, we must pay them, or like, oh, we must, build cities for them and shit. I mean, just even still, that sins of the father kind of shit. Yeah, I mean, it's morally just sins of the government, honestly. Like, I don't like blame people. Tomorrow I end my sex tolerance break call. Oh, damn, Joe. Damn, dude. Sounds like you're about to have, like, some fun, bro. Sounds like you're gonna have a good Monday day. Monday fun day, bro. That's what it looks like. Where's my rapper been at lately? I don't know where he's been, honestly. He's been on one of my streams earlier, a couple days ago, but I don't know where he's been. Need to get him. Need to go down and get him. But yeah, like, back to the other point. I mean, it'll be more, to me, I'll point it more as like a sense of the government. So it'll be specifically like government operated like shit, and wouldn't be, I don't know. I mean, I guess with that case, I don't know. It's kind of a complicated issue. I mean, I guess it's not, but, because I feel so much sympathy to what happened to, like, Native Americans and shit, like, I just kind of have, like, this feeling of, like, there should be, like, a way to give back that isn't, like, specifically, like, reparations, or, like, there's a premise of sins of the father or whatever, but I'll say, like, maybe sins of the government, like, specific governmental actions, but I wouldn't, like, say specifically over, like, if there's, like, specific people that you could point out, then, yeah, say we're sorry for the actions of this man and shit, but, I wouldn't say it's, like it's like, all white people are fucking to blame. It's like, I consider myself a native of Oregon, and that's in North America, so, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I mean, I consider, like, even though I do have, like, actual Native American blood, I mean, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I mean, this fucking land is beautiful. It's fucking great. I mean, I just love being out here. I mean, this land is awesome, I mean, there's a lot to cherish about it. I mean, I just wish that, doing all the expansionism that America did and shit, I mean, we did, Native Americans just never, it's part of Native America. So it's Pacific Northwest Native? No, actually, my natives comes from my mom's side, who's from Texas, so it's, if I remember right, the lineage goes down to a tribe in Tennessee. I don't know which one, so I'll have to look up, like, which tribes, like, were all in Tennessee, or at least the prominent ones, and go from there. And, but I can also just do an ancestry test, too. Probably Cherokee. Yeah, probably. But, again, I'll have to check, because if there's more tribes than just Cherokee and Tennessee, then, there's a plausibility that it's probably something else as well. But it could be. But I'm not too sure. I'll have to talk to my folks when I get to Texas again or something like that. We'll have to see what they say, because I would like to know more about it. But, because, like, I do know out of that, a little bit of that bloodline. I think, like, 1/8. I think that's around the bloodline I got, because my mom's a quarter Native American, because her dad was half Native American, and his mom, so her great-grandma was a full-blood Native American, so. What? Did you just, like, have, like, 5 drinks, sir? Or did you just, like, hit the kratom too hard, or hit the weed too hard? Damn. I need to get on your level if that's what you're responding to me. What the fuck? What? Kratom and weed. Damn, sir. Are you sure kratom or your weed was not laced with, like, some bourbon or something? Damn. Or I guess cider and mead for you, but I'm only saying that because I've had blunt wraps that were, like, bourbon soaked and shit, which are actually really tasty. It's indica and opium. Ooh, that sounds like a very interesting high there, sir. Sounds like a very interesting high there, sir. Alright. I need to see. I can't even see what the fuck I'm like pinching here. Hold up. I'm gonna use like some of the. Here we go. That works. That works. Okay, cool. I'm doing like this weird edge shit to like get some of the edge of the light to help me like pinch what I'm getting, so I don't get like some accidental fat nug and I don't realize it. I'm gonna open this thing up too. Oh shit, clouds are forming. Well, fuck, bro. Here, let me turn the flash off and let you guys look out. Edge, damn straight, dude. Oh, you can't see shit, but there's like a bunch of clouds popping up. Like, you can't see Saturn anymore or whatever. I like nugs. Nugs are good. Oh shit. It's me. Oh, you can't see me anymore, fuck. Oh shit, there I am. Whoa. Whoa. There I am. Bitch. Okay, going back. I don't know why I flipped the camera. Oh, well, you can still see Mars up there. Can you see it? Hold up. Where the fuck is it? I don't know who gives a fuck. I listened to Joey Diaz too much today. Now I'm just like cussing like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker. My name's Joey Diaz. I'm a Cuban. Got this deep Jersey voice. Yeah, because I'm a Cuban man. I'm a Cuban man. I'm a made man. I fucking love Joey Diaz, dude. If you guys haven't heard of him, like, check out the podcast he was on with Joe Rogan. It was dope, dude. I loved all the interesting things they were getting into and shit. And Joey's just a crazy dude. It's awesome. Obviously, Carl knows about it because he was talking about freaking disturbing pictures of his dick and balls and shit because he's nude online. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm not seeing that. I don't even want to remember that was a thing. And I did forget until I was reminded about, oh, wait, we did talk about this already. The Church of What's Happening Now is good. Yeah, I check up in there every now and then. Not all the time, but I peep my listens, and I always find some really crazy good shit. I haven't checked it up recently. I'm just mainly like rewatching. It's just been mainly, honestly, this whole weekend, the last few days, has just been like catching up on that 24-hour shows, seeing what I haven't seen. Like, though I think I'm caught up. I'm pretty sure I'm caught up now. I think I've seen every little segment, but there's only one way to find out. I watched part 3 in its entirety, so I already know I watched that part. I've seen part 4 until the final hour, which is the finals of the list, so I'll have to check that out. And part 2 I've seen most of. I think there's like a little bit that I've missed. And then part 1 I haven't seen in entirety yet. I was actually watching a little bit of that earlier, before I did my little tests of my own, with my audio shit. Found out that was good, and I'm like, okay, I gotta share that info, because I was too excited. I was like, oh boy, I need to tell people, it works! It works! I remember I can't get too loud out here, or else my neighbors will be like, excuse me, it's like 1 in the fucking morning, fuck you! Or 3 a.m., my bad. It's 3 a.m., you son of a bitch! Will you shut the fuck up? Do you realize what time it is? Do you realize? It's like, whoa. Okay. Pissing off the neighbors. What can go wrong? Oh shit, 50% too. Well, I think that means something else as well. I was surprised to see that the FF that there actually is a senior automat person. Of course there is a senior automat. He comes and goes though. Though, if you haven't heard, dude, their fucking house like has electrical faulty shit, dude, and like their house caught on fire. So now they're, for all intents and purposes, they're kind of homeless right now, and I feel so bad. Senior automat. We need to bless them with the blessings of Senior automat. I mean, I'm now actually considering getting them a fat, juicy super chat and just, like, unleashing my sympathies and be like, bruh, the feels, man. I just, like, wow, I'm still, like, fathomed by that. I'm just still so fathomed. It's like, damn. Don't start, Carl. Why not? It's the blessings of Sindre Automat. You lost the war. Oh, God. Okay, if it was a war, he would have been throwing oranges at you. Sindre Orange. He's been your ally this entire time. What are you trying to do? Start proxy war? This is some, like fucking American, Russian, like, U.S. and Russia, like, fucking proxy war shit, dude? Is that what you're trying to start? Because I can't, Carl. Oh, damn. Whoa. He is serious, man. Damn. I'm surprised you haven't converted to Desindro. Why not? Job? Oh, damn. Well, you settle this like men. I'll be over here taking a hit. You got it. You can settle it like men. Like men. Scrumptious. Scrumptious men. Oh my god. Because, Carl, no one my age smokes. Oh, shit. That I know of. And the young guys think I'm a narc. Because I look like one. Oh, shit. So I can't get any. Damn. Ah. Jesus, are you like 50 or some shit? I don't think he'll ever reveal his age, unfortunately. But that's okay. I respect the secrecy. But I mean, that sucks that, like, so many, like, I mean, you would think that at this point the stigma would end with, like, oh, you're a narc, bro. I mean, it's just like, don't be so rude. Oh. Oh, man. There's a civil war between the wrenches, man. Oh, shit. What can I do to stop this? For I am the king. Cute pissy G. Keep guessing, Carl, but that's life. Oh, damn. He just brought you down with that. Keep on guessing, but that's life, man. 'Cause you ain't gonna know until until it happens or some shit. I don't know. I just fucking spams the tomat. Spam. The blessings of seeing the tomato rises in joy. The Christmas, the freshness, and continues to grow. The freshness and the life of seeing the tomato grows evermore with the bouncing, bumping heart of the rhythm of life. Yes! See! Yes, tomatinos! Unleash the tomats! Unleash all the tomatinos for the blessings and the crisp and the freshness of seeing the tomat. For now, I'm just picturing him as some guy that looks like a cop. I mean, I don't know how I feel about beards, or if you even have one. But if not, just grow it the fuck out. Maybe that'll help. Just have, like, this long, big, luxurious, like, luscious beard. Maybe that'll help out, like, oh, this guy looks like a hippie or something. Or just wear, like, hippie shirts or something. I don't know. If you continue, you'll get the rest of the salad bowl. Cucumber and lettuce, too. Oh, shit, bro. Oh, damn. Damn, he's gonna get all the vegetables in. He's gonna get all the fruits and vegetables in there, bro. And cucumbers, too. I like cucumber, lettuce, and tomatoes. Sounds like a fucking salad bowl if I ever heard one. But you know what else is better? A wacky tobacco salad bowl. Get like 5 strings in there, dude. I like vegetables because you can just cut them up and cook them whenever. Oh yeah, dude. I bought some vegetables because tomorrow I'm gonna like go on a... Oh god. Just getting the fucking cucumbers in there too. Oh shit. Senor Cucumber. Greetings, this is the blessings of Senor Cucumber. For a moment, are you secretive about your age? Backup forces. Oh damn. The backup forces have arrived. What is just making noises? I just love it when there's like something on the edge and it doesn't want to reveal itself. He's old enough to be my dad that he has to at least be like older than 40. Because I'm about to be 21. So that could be like, I don't know, like what is it? Fuck. Like 40 and above. Something like that, like 45 and above. But that's about, like, if I like, I don't even remember, but my guess would be, like, 52, I think? 52, but I don't remember. Carl, if you keep it up, I'm going to come there and you'll see before I fuck your ass up to the floor. Oh, shit, bro. Lol, all the young guys, he thinks he's a narc. Haha. Oh, damn. There's about to be, like, some throwdown, dude. I'm just picturing as I'm some school district administrator. Oh, goddamn. There's like some contention, dude. There's some contention. Fucking roasting some bars and fucking roasts. Settle down, you two. I don't want to see no violence. This is a peace affair. We're all supposed to get together and be peaceful and enjoy each other and... Well, I guess we'll also be fuck on each other, so I guess that's okay. Because I do, too. Though we all know it's all in good shit. Oh, well, now my feelings are getting girt. Damn, Carl. Damn. Well, I mean, this is probably just getting, like, call for you at this point. I mean, this is just what I expect. I feel like... Oh, shit, at 10%, okay. Yeah, whatever. I was thinking maybe it can last till sunrise, because I had a good juice, but I drained it all. That's whatever. That's fine. I'll end it out here, that's okay. If it ends your fun fighting! Fucked into the floor. Damn. I'm just going to leave, so there, take that. No! My lord, no! I won't be taking that, that only hurts me. It hurts me! No! Vanilla, no! Don't disperse! Look what you did, Joe. Or not Joe, fucking Carl. Look what you did. I have to... Must I sit you in a timeout? I will sit you in a timeout. If I must. If I must. So how dare thee? This is a place where we all come together as friendships. With only playful fuck-ons. Not this violence, not this degrading primitive barbarism? How dareth thee? That is only room for the tisms of the ideology plebeians, not us. We are one level above them. We at least have dignity in our hearts, don't we not? Do we henceforth not have dignity in our hearts? Do we not? Finally, come sit on my lap, Carl. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's what I like to see. Some brother love. Remember, today ends my tolerance break. Oh, yeah. Well, you enjoy that. That sounds like a fun day Monday right there. Ugh. Damn. I keep, like, sitting on my leg wrong. I don't know how to, like, sit right, because I keep getting my legs sleeping. I get high every day. Got something for you. Oh, shit. I feel like it's, like, lettuce now. He sent in the reinforcements of the cucumbers, and now he's about to send in the lettuce. He's gonna send in the lettuce brigade, dude. The motorized lettuce brigades. With cucumber, strike divisions and fucking tomato tanks. What if Brett set the fire? Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious it's like an electrical fire and shit, but it would so suck if it was like an actual fucking like arson or something, dude. I don't think it is, but if it actually turns out that it was like foul play or something like that, that would be fucked. Whole salad bowl. Damn, dude. He just straight up sends the salad bowls. Or fake Sagan. I mean, no one really knows much about fake Sagan on the DFFs, at least as far as I know. So, probably not, but maybe. But I'm going to take this hit really quick, and I got to wrap it up soon, because my phone's about to die here. It just, like, went from 10 to 4% in, like, 2 minutes. Like, damn. My phone does not like live streaming. Remember the Discord, guys. Will do. I mean, that's like on the priority thing to get set up once things start boring. Plus, I gotta take a fat piss. Fuck. Fucking hair, dude. Gets in my mouth sometimes. Ignore, don't leave me with this meanie or the hair. Unfortunately, I must, because my battery's literally about to die. It's like at 3% now. If I keep going, it will just die at any minute. But don't worry, I'll probably be on tomorrow once I get some more shit figured out. Maybe on Tuesday as well. But till then, enjoy the morning, the night, whenever the fuck, and quit fighting. You got it? Don't make me send the nannies, because I will send the nannies. Hold up. Take out the trash. Why don't you take out the trash, boy? And clean your room, bucko. You hear me? Clean your room, bucko. And make up. Make up and bring some brother love, bitches. Alright. Well, 2% now, so see you guys. See you tomorrow.